Welcome back. Well, it's been quite the winter so far this season, so why not toast to the snow and cold with Parallel 44 Winery?
Yeah, backed by popular demand, it's the Frozen Tundra Wine Fest, and our friend, the wine master, Steve Johnson at Parallel 44 is back in the house to talk about an event coming up next weekend. Steve, always good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
I love this event because it's all outside. You embrace what Wisconsin has to offer in the winter season. Tell us about the Frozen Tundra Wine Fest.
Yes, it will happen on February 23rd, so a week from tomorrow, from 12 to 6, and it'll be our 10th annual Tundra Fest. We took a break last year, but we brought it back this year by popular demand, and it's really an outdoor wine festival. I think it's the largest one in the U.S. in the wintertime. It's an outdoor wine festival, and it was just sort of a crazy notion I had 10 years ago just to sort of drum up business. I thought maybe a couple hundred people would show up, but 1,000 people showed up, and we've had up to 2,500 people. So this year we're going to try to limit it to 1,800 people.
You need to get out the door sometimes in winter, and this is the perfect excuse to enjoy the winter. So there's a lot more, too. So, of course, wine samplings are the centerpiece, but what else can people expect to enjoy?
Yeah, you'll get the full experience. You get tours of the vineyard, of the winery. There's horse-drawn wagon rides around the vineyard. We have what we call Tundra games, where people can compete with each other. There's going to be music by Rob Anthony and Farewell Friday. There's going to be food options, just the whole experience from start to finish, just embracing where we live and bonding over our joy of wine.
Yeah, and Steve, you know, let's talk about that because you were saying you started this 10 years ago to maybe drum up business, wasn't sure what to expect. What are people saying when they're out there in the middle of the winter with all the snow on the ground, bundle up, enjoying the wines that you guys have to offer?
They love it. I think a lot of them just feel like they're in a surreal place, like they never would envision enjoying wine on the frozen tundra. But once they're there, they just keep coming back because it's just such a unique experience. It's something to tell your friends. You know, in this world of social media, people love to post themselves drinking wine in an actual vineyard saying, look at me, you know. So it's a great way to develop regional pride and enjoy wine and bond with each other.
And you've brought some wines with us today. Will these be the wines we'll be able to sample?
Yes. Now, yeah, for $18, you get admission, you get a free glass, and then you get to sample up to 5 wines, but you'll be able to purchase wine by the glass or the bottle, 20 different wines to choose from. The big thing to remember, though, is that we won't have parking on the premise. So we're going to have parking at 4 different locations. So we really recommend that you have to buy a ticket in advance and get a parking pass to designate where you're going to park, and then you'll be shuttled into the place. So that's a real key thing to do. If you really want to go, make sure you go to the website, get your ticket, and coordinate where you want to park. That's a big thing. That's a big change from the prior Tundra Fest.
Right, and we'll make sure that we get that posted on our website, too, after the show at wearegreenbay.com. And also, Steve, dress appropriately, right?
Yes, I remember the first time we had people coming in in limousines with high heels from Chicago.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
But now everyone seems to get what it's all about. So.
Well, it's perfect. So you can go out there, but make sure you get those tickets in advance. It is coming up on Saturday, February 23rd. That is a week from tomorrow, from noon to 6 p.m. It's happening at the Parallel 44 Vineyard and Winery in Kewanee. Wine samples, live music, food tours, special offers, and so much more. We'll have a link on where you can get your tickets and parking passes on wearegreenbay.com after the show. Steve, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
We'll have another check on your forecast after this.